Every kid loves to draw. It's a way of expressing ourselves when we don't yet know the words to say how we're feeling. Um, we're seeing the world for the very first time, and things are fun, exciting, bright, scary, and dark. We go through a lot of emotions as children, and we have to find some way to express that, to feel out these emotions. And for a lot of us, that's when we pick up a crayon or a marker or paint and just start scribbling on our parents' walls. Some of us get in trouble for that, but we learn from it, and we find other mediums of expressing that creativity. Hi, my name is David OBrien. I'm a student here in the Game Arts Online program at Full Sail University. I can recall fragments of my early childhood, thinking back to sitting in my living room on the floor with all these sheets of paper scattered around me, crayons dumped on the floor in front of me. And I can remember drawing out these primitive characters and animals, but I imagined to myself, what was their story like? You know, what hardships did they have to go through, and what were the triumphs that they got to celebrate? I was a very imaginative kid, and that led to my first passion in life, which is drawing. I love to draw. I would do my schoolwork very quickly and then finish the remainder of class just doodling in my notebooks, really not paying attention to what the teachers were saying. Unless it was art class, of course. Then I paid attention, usually. Then one day, my dad surprised my brother and me, and he brought home a Sega Genesis video game system with our very first game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I can recall spending hours sitting in front of the TV playing that game, and back then there was no save feature in most games, so I had to start over a lot. But I didn't let that frustrate me. I had two passions in my life now, drawing and video games. I continue to play video games to this day. I love them. I love the characters. I love the environments. The rich stories that we just get entranced with. When I was younger, I didn't quite realize that through drawing and playing games that I was actually planting a seed that wasn't going to sprout for many, many years to come. So, a little bit more about myself. I started working a part-time job at KFC while I was still in high school. It was a good opportunity for me to grow as an adult, to be more responsible, to interact with people, because I was very antisocial. And it got me more comfortable talking in front of a crowd. After I graduated high school in 2004, I had no idea what I wanted to do professionally. So I continued to work job after job. I bounced from place to place, different restaurants, tried different things, call centers. None of it paid the bills, but none of it was really what I wanted out of life. So, almost 10 years later, in 2012, I was sitting at home by myself watching a documentary on Netflix, Indie Game the Movie. I remember watching this documentary and the people in it just sharing their lives with me, telling me all about their creations, their stories, their triumphs, their hardships as video game designers. And suddenly that seed sprouted, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to make video games. I wanted to be a part of the video game industry, but not just be a part of it. I wanted to become a concept artist, character designer, and I wanted to make memorable characters, legendary characters even, that could stand together in a hall of fame with the greats like Mario and Sonic and all the others from my childhood. My target audience is going to be game developers and studios that share my passion for video games and can appreciate my creativity and design style. I want to work with people who can share ideas, I can share ideas with, and can share theirs with me, and just bounce creativity off of each other to create something memorable. I'm not a very competitive person by nature, but one of the things I've realized that in this industry, if you want to be successful, you have to be. There's a lot of talent out there, and if you don't continue to learn and grow, you're not going to be successful. So I'm always on YouTube watching tutorials from different artists, looking at their techniques, their style, to develop my own take on how to approach my art. I never want to stop learning. I think as an artist, that's pretty much a requirement, is just never stop. There's always something new to learn. Here at Full Sail, I also got to improve my skills with Photoshop, Illustrator, and work with 3D programs like Maya and ZBrush, so I developed better skills in those programs. Full Sail has also taught me how to be much more organized with my project files, and how to structure my scenes, and just ways to be much more efficient in my work. Working with the instructors here at Full Sail who've been in the industry before has taught me a lot about what is expected right from the start, and how to maintain that presence in the industry. I developed my brand mantra by keeping in mind the lessons and my experiences here at Full Sail University, drawing the line between standard and excellence. Whenever I'm given a new assignment, it comes with a set of instructions and a clear rubric on what is expected, or the standard. I read these instructions and I realize this is what expected out of everyone. And I can do the assignment, I can get the A, pass the class, but once school is over and I need to get a job and start my career at a game developer studio, standard isn't going to cut it anymore. So I need to make it very clear that my work isn't just standard. My work is excellent.